One of the notable free agents the Browns signed was linebacker Jordan Hicks. Played for Schwartz in Philadelphia. Hicks talked about his role with the Browns and being back in Jim Schwartz's defense.
It's been good. I know what to expect, right, and what Jim's looking for. But at the same time, a lot of this defense since the last time I was in it has evolved. So there's been some learning curves and some understanding, but a lot of that was done in OTAs and minicamp. So we came, we hit the ground running, didn't have to install anything, just took off.
Jordan, less than scheme and more big picture. How do you view your role with this team?
Yeah.
Coming in as a new guy, but a 10-year vet.
Yeah, obviously got to add leadership. Obviously in my linebacker room, got to continue to grow and I'm here. I think what I embrace is the ability to share my story, the ability to, spread knowledge to some of the young guys who are dealing with, the pressures of the NFL and not understanding, necessarily what to expect in a 17, 18-game season, right? So, just got to, share my experience, push my leadership, both on offense and on defense.
And it's kind of interesting, Jeff. The Browns have been really good at as of late, last couple of years, finding guys. You listen to him talk, and you can see, all right, yeah, that's a guy you want JOK to hang around with. You want Tony Fields to hang. You want Bookie Watson to go pick his brain.
Well, the first thing you see when I see when I look at that is you take that tank top off him and maybe you switch it to a t-shirt or maybe a polo shirt. You get a guy who's probably, you can see what the next phase of Jordan Hicks's career is probably going to be. He's going to remain involved with the game, most likely going to be a coach in somehow, some way, at what capacity, what level. We'll see the way that works out. You see a guy who truly gets it, and it's not just going out there and we've had the Jadeveon Clowneys of the world here who didn't give a crap about anything else other than their playing time and their own personal success. But you see, and who certainly chose not to lead by any way whatsoever and led negatively by just the way he acted and conducted himself. But you're a player in this league, and you kind of got to understand, yeah, you get paid, but you want to be successful. And look, I mean, you can be the greatest player in whatever sport you are, but you're probably only going to be as good as the team around you. So there comes a time where you have to mature and, choose to maybe give back. And if you have information or you have tendencies or you have tips that can help the players around you get better and your team get better, and maybe one day it'll probably cost you your spot because, money, player improved, you got older, all that type of stuff that goes into it. But Jordan seems to be like a pretty selfless guy, and he's been all over the NFL. He's played for some bad teams in Arizona. He's played for some good teams in Minnesota. He certainly played for some good teams in Philadelphia. He gets what the league is about. 32 years old, he understands that maybe his job is to be here, and he may be the guy who maybe is this elder statesman of the room and the one that everybody looks up to, but probably understands at this point in time that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is probably the better player. That doesn't mean Jordan Hicks is still a quality player. Over 100 tackles, I believe 4 or 5 seasons in a row. The guy just truly understands how to play the position. But you need more players like this, the Shelby Harrises of the world. Certainly him, McLeod, who has come in here and embraced the fact, that he just wants to close out his career and be on a good football team. And it doesn't surprise you that some of these players, whether it's a McLeod, whether it's a Hicks, certainly have that relationship with Jim Schwartz. And like, we heard Hicks say himself, there's some of the stuff that for him, it was just so easy that it was like, okay, I already know this part. Okay, is anybody else not up to speed? Okay, then let's get to the next part, the most crucial part, and start to get the development and the learning going further and further into the playbook.